What's up guys, welcome to Onourshelf. Today we have the Amazon Fire TV Stick with the Alexa voice remote. Here is the pretty orange box that it comes in. Let's open it up and see what's inside. So let's rip this tab, pull this open. This box slides right out. When you open this up, you have all of your accessories. So the first thing we're gonna take out is a startup guide. Next, some advertisement, USB power cable, HDMI flexible extender cable, power adapter, 2 Amazon Basics AAA batteries, the Amazon Fire Stick, and the last thing is the Alexa voice remote. So let's get started. So these are your main two components, the Fire Stick and the Alexa voice remote. Very small, compact, and simple. And that's the purpose of these things, to be simple to use and simple to set up. To set up, we're going to plug our micro USB port into the Fire Stick, plug the other end into the back of the power adapter, which is recommended. You can plug this into the back of a TV if you have a powerful enough TV. I tried this on a newer, higher end TV in my house and also a higher end TV that's like 5 years old. It didn't work on the older TV, but it did work on the new one, so just keep that in mind. It all comes down to your TV's USB watt output. Now this flexible extender cable right here is for HDMI ports on the back of TVs where the Fire Stick won't fit directly into. I happen to have one of those, so I actually needed this. Here's what it looks like plugged in. From there, plug the power adapter into the wall and then turn the TV on. From there, you just follow the on-screen prompts, press play to pair the device, select a language, connect to a Wi-Fi network, sign in to your Amazon Prime account if you have one. If you don't, I'll put a link below. Now, it's not needed for this Fire Stick. However, there are lots of benefits to having one. And if you've never used Amazon Prime before, there should be a link inside of the link below for a 30-day free trial. But just keep in mind, a regular Amazon account is just fine. The last thing is going to give you a quick introduction, and then you are all set to enjoy your Fire Stick. So the Alexa remote itself is pretty self-explanatory. Starting with the bottom row, you have your rewind, play, pause, and fast forward button. A row above that, you have your back button, home button, and menu button. Above that, you have your navigation wheel, and in the middle of that, you have a select button. Here you have your voice button, and then microphone. So here is your main menu right here, and I'm gonna start off a little bit negative because this is the one of two things I don't like about the Fire Stick. There are two things I don't like about the Fire Stick, but we're gonna start with one right now, and that is this main menu right here. To me, it looks cluttered and kind of complicated, especially for someone who's not used to using things like this, because first impression is that you see all of these apps or movies or TV shows and games, you assume you can just click on them and they just play or they just work. But that's not true. Some of these you have to buy or have a Prime subscription, and that's one reason why I recommend a Prime subscription. On the bright side though, you get used to it pretty quick and you tend to know what's yours and what's ready to use. And if you have a Fire Stick, there's a good chance you're gonna sign up, or you've already signed up for a lot of these services already. So here's the rundown. On the top you have recent. These are the most recent apps that you've used. Below that we have your apps. These are the apps that you actually downloaded. And as we go farther down, it's all broken down into categories, which is pretty much self-explanatory, as you can see. The only thing you can customize on the main menu are your apps and games. You can move them into whichever order you want, but that's it. Everything else pretty much just stays in place. Now, if you scroll all the way to the top, you can go to search, where you can just type in and search for whatever you're looking for. Next to that, you have home. Next to that, you have your videos, movies, TV shows, apps, which is the App Store, and then you have settings. Now, the interface combined with the hardware of the Fire Stick is a perfect marriage. Everything is very snappy and apps load really fast, and just navigating in general is really fast. I have yet to experience any lag with this thing. That combined with the remote, which has actual physical buttons which actually click and are very responsive. As far as the hardware goes, it has a quad-core processor, 1 gig of RAM, and 8 gigabytes of internal storage. Video output resolution is up to 1080p at 60 frames per second, and audio output is up to 7.1 surround. So what does all that mean? Basically, navigating through menus is gonna be really fast. If you have a surround sound set up, then this is gonna definitely work with that. As far as video playback, like I said, up to 1080p, so that's really good quality, not 4K quite yet. However, they do have a 4K version of this, it costs a little bit more. But how fast your videos load, that depends on your internet speed. Now, the Fire Stick also does well at gaming. It's no Xbox One, but it gets the job done. I only have about 5 games downloaded, and they're a lot of fun, even with the Alexa remote. But for added control and comfort, they actually have a Amazon Fire TV game controller, which is designed specifically for this. Aside from playing games with the remote and navigating through menus, here are a few things you can do with the Alexa voice controls. Alexa, order me Diaper Genie refills.
Voice ordering and my deals are exclusive.
Show me movies with Kevin Hart. What time is it?
The time is 9:50 p.m.
How old is Michael Jordan?
Michael Jordan is 53 years old.
How tall is Dirk Nowitzki?
Dirk Nowitzki's height is 6 feet and 12 inches, 2.13 meters.
Show me music by Michael Jackson.
Playing samples by Michael Jackson. Thriller.
Who is the 20th President of the United States?
The 20th U.S. President was James Garfield.
And those are just a few simple commands. There are a whole lot more. Now, before I forget, this is the other one thing I do not like about this Fire Stick. And for those of you who already have one, you know what I'm talking about. Trying to get this battery cover off. I don't know who designed this, but it's a bad design. The good news is you only replace batteries, once every 2 years or once a year, depending on how often you use this thing. Also, for better controls and navigation through the Amazon TV apps, you can download the Amazon Fire TV app for either iOS or Android. It's going to give you voice search, simple navigation, playback controls, a keyboard for simple text entry, and quick access to all your apps and games. So to sum it up, it's a streaming stick that pretty much does everything you want one of these things to do, and it's very inexpensive. That to me is the perfect combination, therefore you cannot go wrong with it. For more information on this product or to purchase, I'll put a link below. Please like and share this video, it helps me out a whole lot. And if you're not a subscriber to this channel already, please do so. Take care, I'll see you guys in our next video, and thanks for watching.